Hi guys, welcome back to another video. In this video, I want to talk really quickly about the PlayStation 5, particularly because being a non-gamer, I wondered whether the price of the PlayStation 5 was worth it. And so I did a little bit of research and I came across this really good article from Digital Trends to show differences between the PlayStation 5 and the PlayStation 4. What's quite interesting is that the PlayStation 4 when it came out was $400 US dollars, $399 US dollars USD, and that was pretty good. And I think a lot of people have been quite satisfied with the PlayStation 4. Many people seem to still go with Sony's version of gaming systems, and when I heard that the PlayStation 5 was going to be $500, I wondered why would it be more expensive. And as you could see, there's some differences between obviously the PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4, but these differences really give you an idea of whether it's worth it or not. And I believe it is worth it. I think that's probably already known by you guys, but the thing is, what I'm seeing here compared, we see that this is like a multi-threaded CPU in the PlayStation 5 compared to the single-threaded CPU of the PlayStation 4. So that's good because for that $100 USD difference, what you get is, I wouldn't say twice the processing power per se, but according to this, it does sort of show that, because we see that, for example, the GPU is 36 CUs and produces 10.3 teraflops compared to 1.84. So as you can see, I mean, this is like a lot more. It's more than actually twice when you think about it, right? From 1.84 to 10.3 teraflops of processing power is amazing. It's like 5 times more graphics, and that's just the graphics alone. The CPU itself should be able, I think, and this is a guesstimate, to give you twice the performance average. But this gets a little more complicated. It all depends on the benchmark, etc. And then you see that they double the RAM, they double the memory, and they also use what seems to be faster, newer technology memory. And what was interesting is, of course, this custom 825GB SSD. Me and my brother, we were talking about this, and I said, well, maybe it's like a 1TB SSD with a hidden partition that has like the OS in case something goes wrong, it could restore it, etc. But it seems, according to Digital Trends, it seems to be an 825GB SSD. Now, you may be wondering, again, there's a difference between the SSD and the 1TB HDD that was on the PlayStation 4. And what you should expect is that this SSD is going to run a lot faster, because SSDs tend to be 5 times faster than mechanical drive, 1TB drives like this HDD drive. So chances are this is going to be a lot faster, but remember that the content that's going to be playing on the PlayStation 5 is most likely going to be that 4K content. And so it will need faster speeds, which is why they would have brought in the SSD to increase the performance. Maybe even boot time should be increased as well too because of this. And of course they had to up the RAM, and everything else needs to be up because we're talking about 4K footage compared to 1080p. 1080p is like, most processors are able to handle 1080p, but not all specs are able to handle the 4K. So that's the reason why. And then, of course, they do have an NVMe slot, and the NVMe's tend to be about 10 times faster. Now, it doesn't mean that it comes with an NVMe. It means that you can add an NVMe slot according to what Digital Trends is saying. So you can add an NVMe drive, which is even faster than some of the SSD drives that are out there. You could expect 10 times the speed performance, which means that you wouldn't expect an overall 10 times speed experience, but it's going to be faster to access data through the NVMe. So a game that would be copied perhaps to the SSD drive would take about maybe 1.5 to 2 times longer, maybe, than if you were to install it on an NVMe SSD slot. Generally speaking, of course. So, I mean, I know there's some people that might dislike this video just because it's not absolutely accurate. But at the same time, this is sort of to give you an idea. So, overall, I think that the PlayStation 5 for $500 US dollars is great. I wish that I could have purchased one, but because of where I live, it would cost me nearly $800 US dollars perhaps to bring it in to do that testing. So before you dislike this video, please consider that I have been, just checking out the stats, being curious for my own, and maybe I will actually purchase one later on. We never know, depending on how it goes. But as I said, because of time, I usually don't play too many games. But with that being said, I think that, yeah, it's a it's not pretty, it's very good. It's a very good price for this thing. And it comes with the optical drive, etc. For this one, which is the 500 USD one. I think there's a cheaper one my brother was telling me is for 400 USD, but it doesn't come with the optical drive. But I mean, for $100 more, I think maybe the best thing is to get the optical drive one time if you can, and you should be good to go. So with that being said, thank you for watching. I hope this helped you out if you were wondering if you should buy this PlayStation 5. Now, there's many other benefits in PlayStation 5. There's also like I was reading up that there's like really cool DualSense wireless controller. It's backward compatible apparently with PS5 games as well too. I think it says it somewhere, and you can get this all at PlayStation.com as well too. I'm just trying to show you guys very quickly so that maybe this might encourage you as well, having to go through all the stats, etc. So it says it's backward compatible with the PS4 games, which is great because your investment on the PS4, you get that return on investment with the PS5 as well. There's a game boost. It upgrades the PS4 games to digital PS5 games, and there's a virtual reality integration, etc. There's many other cool stuff in it. Would I suggest, if I had the cash, would I buy it? Yep, definitely. Now that I've gone through all the stats and so forth, yep, it's really great. It has the DualSense charging station. There's you can add a wireless headset, media remote, all these different things, HD camera. So yeah, it's pretty good. The only thing that I wish that Sony would do is it would have been nice to be able to also run like an operating system on this, so this could become also your computer at the same time. I know they did this, I think, with the PlayStation 3, but then they stopped it with the PlayStation 4. But I think because of the investment, a fairly expensive investment, that you should be able to use it for a little bit more than games would be nice. Maybe I think you can use it for browsing, I think. But overall, it's still really a good buy. So with that being said, I don't want to keep back this video for too long. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys again soon on another episode of RTHD coming to your YouTube screen near you. Take care. Bye-bye.